I'm Chef Anthony, sous chef Rob.
Wombat!
Today we're making 7-layer quesadillas.
Did you say capybara? I hate capybaras.
Oh god.
Fucking capybaras. Get out of here. Greetings! I am the Wombat Dictator, here to give you your ingredients, along with my ferocious Wombat Army! Today's ingredients are tortillas, a pound of chicken, taco seasoning, a can of black olives, very small can, mild salsa from Old El, guacamole, this big thing of sour cream, and this big thing of refried beans. Obey the wombats.
Now the chicken's finished cooking.
Chef, this looks a little weird. Did you add something?
Yes, a little bit of salsa, kick.
What about the taco seasoning I saw you add in there before, like a bastard?
That there too.
So what you're saying is you have to use the taco seasoning and the salsa to make this chicken nice and flavorful? That's the chef's secret.
Here's the secret cheese we didn't tell you about before. Rob, grate this for me.
Grating the secret cheese, very secretly.
Ooh, nice shreds.
Nobody loves me. Why does my mom hate me and keep changing my address and locks on the doors?
Now that we've done the chicken and the cheese, it's time to put some of the refried beans in the pan. Once you've placed the refried beans in the pan, it's time to heat it up.
Here we are live at Chef Anthony #2. And what do we got today? It looks like a double play with the refried beans. Oh, he's really putting them on there. I don't know what's going to happen this season, but it looks like it's going to be good.
Refried beans have been suffering a downcrease in popularity. A lot of bad plays. Many people think they're hurt. But me, for one, I think it's just a cold slump. You see a lot of players going into that.
I agree. And I really do appreciate how they worked in their rookie season. You know, playing for the burrito side.
Absolutely. The burrito side really only got as far as it did because of the refried beans.
Yeah.
The other elements without them, it's just not a complete team. It's not a complete picture.
It's just a taco. It's just a taco. What's he doing now? Oh, we're putting cheese on here.
Is that the cheese?
Oh my god.
On the first layer?
Oh, that's dangerous.
This is the flea flicker of culinary arts right here.
I don't even know. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted, Joe.
And on one hand, it could really be something that wins the game, and on the other, this is a play that you could look back on and say, why did I do that?
It's a make or break thing right now. Here comes the chicken. Here comes the chicken.
If anything, I would say this is a predictable play. I could see the chicken coming on this stage only because, as a primary ingredient, it needs to be right in the mix.
I agree, and I think the refried beans are really going to complement it on that first layer. It's going to allow it to sink down nice and deep and give it some good flavor.
Now, I'm looking over at the bench, and I'm seeing a lot of refried bean left. I'm wondering if that's going to make it into subsequent layers.
It might. There's a lot of excess here. We might end up with 2 separate quesadilla plays.
Well, see, the problem I'm seeing with this is a lot of experts in the burrito field have said, and I tend to agree with them, that too much refried bean can lead to predictability and then unpredictability off the field.
It does lead to a sort of monotony. I'm going to agree with that. Oh, but this is unexpected. What do you think that is, Joe?
Well, I don't know. He hasn't broken it out yet.
Alright, for those of you who are just coming back from commercial, it looks like he broke out guacamole. Now that's a rookie player. I don't know how that's going to fare in this 7-layer quesadilla. What do you think, Joe?
Looking at guacamole, it's really a 5-tool player. You have flavor, you have texture, you have a real depth of color. It adds to a lot of the presentation that this will have. Now that's a lot of guacamole, and guacamole, though powerful, is generally unseasoned.
It's true, it's true. It hasn't seen a lot of action these days. But I am going to agree with you on the depth and flavor it will add to a dish. I don't know what we're going to expect here between his use of the refried beans and on the bottom layer, the cheese with the refried beans. Is he cheesing?
That's what I
He
just
is cheesing his guacamole.
I'm flabbergasted. Cheese again.
I just don't know what to make of this. This is an interesting play. Once again, it could make or break this quesadilla.
And you have to enjoy the cheese, even if there is a lot of it. It has that melty texture that really brings together a quesadilla more so than a taco.
I'm getting in from the bench now that it seems like it's definitely sharp cheddar. We have not gone mild. Mild, I think, would have killed this dish.
Have you seen that YouTube video of the kid crying over the cheddar? It is the funniest thing ever. His face is kind of dark and I can't really see who it is, but he's just crying and something about his uncle, and it's pretty funny.
Well, I'll have to look about that. I will have to look at that. What, wait! Is this sour cream?
I believe that's sour cream, and a little bit of the guacamole is mixed over. I don't know how that's going to go over with the judges.
A sour cream layer. I have never heard of this. This is completely unorthodox.
Well, I don't think you're going to see a sour cream layer. I think if you're going to go along with general quesadilla theory, you'll see something else added in. Cheese, obviously, is the signature move, but I think maybe some chicken, maybe some of the refried beans, something else to add a little bit more thickness to this layer.
I don't know, he's been doing a lot of unorthodox maneuvers these days, and that cheese, I don't know, it's on every layer, it's pretty constant. For those of you just tuning in or just coming back from commercial, it looks like he filled his sour cream layer with some chicken and some cheese, which was definitely called by my friend Joe over here.
And I don't want to say I told you so, but I definitely told you so.
I'm inclined to agree. Are we seeing another layer of refried beans?
Now, over the break, I think this was mentioned by one of the people in the back, one of the analysts we have in the truck definitely called down that there was definitely more beans on the bench, and there would probably be an appearance at some point.
It's true, but I don't know if he's going to be able to use all those beans on this dish. I mean, that could be overkill.
Well, you know what they say about beans? Don't use too many of them.
I agree.
But using the beans as a paste, you can also add more chicken, more, what, is that salsa?
Salsa? That's a spicy play.
I did not see that one coming.
That is not a usual quesadilla topping. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but
I've definitely seen it as a topping.
You
have? I have not seen it inside.
Inside?
Quesadilla. That is, I think you're going to see one more piece go on top, and then I'm going to say there's going to be some cheese on top of that piece, just as kind of a little something for presentation.
Presentation is always important in these. It's starting to look like a pizza over there, my friend. I don't know what to expect. Now that he's added both cheese, refried beans, and salsa to a layer.
No, that's certainly a tank of a quesadilla. I think calling it a quesadilla is really doing injustice to this piece of, I guess...
culinary mastery?
I was going to say...
clusterfuck?
Yes.
Clusterfuck. I think we can agree that this is going to have flavor, though. This is going to be a flavorful piece.
I'm going to go with cardiac explosion.
Cardiac explosion, I can agree. And I'm just wondering right now where he's going to fit in those olives.
That's what she said, Rob, but I also believe that it's going to be a problem getting this across any border. This might now be considered a weapon of mass destruction.
I think it's more a weapon of ass destruction, my friend.
There were a lot of refried beans, Rob.
Too true, my friend, too true. Oh, he's making you play with the olives. Are we seeing a cheese and olive layer?
I think that's what we're going to see, and I think what we're going to hope for here is that the cheese melts in such a way that the olives become stuck in it, thus creating an olive cheese matrix.
Yeah, that'll work really nice with the flavors. I think it'll give us a good symphony here. But I'm just wondering, is there going to be any other layers after this?
I don't think so. I think this is going to be the top. I'll tell you why. Once you see the cheese being melted on the top with some kind of a contrasting color, that's probably what you're going to want to have the judges see when it comes onto the field. Now, I'm saying this colored cheese with this kind of olive will look good. Maybe put a little guacamole on top. You're going to have a really nice presentation. I think that's what you're going to see here. And I've been right so far, and you haven't been. So let's keep on going with this. I'm
really interested to see how the olives are going to turn out on this one, because I think, there's another layer. This is for the first time my correspondent Joe has been wrong. You've called everything in this. What do you think led to this?
I think it was because I said it was going to happen, and I think I saw some looks from the bench, and it looked kind of like an FU to me, honestly. But that's okay. It still looks delicious.
It looks like it's going in the oven now.
Which has been preheated carefully to 350 degrees.
This is going to be his Hail Mary. And the door is closed! Now we just gotta...
Presenting my dish.
So what do we have here?
Dude, the table just bent down a little. The fuck are you serving me?
delicious.
This is a monstrosity.
Yo, what
How
this
dare
is here,
you?
this is a
How dare you?
7-layer quesadilla.
How
It's
dare
like
you?
an explosion of flavor.
No, this is just an explosion of terrible.
You're just gonna have to try it, right?
So what's in this?
Well,
Yeah, the cyanide's gonna kill me, isn't it?
the first layer,
You're just trying to get rid of me.
beans. Second layer, chicken. Next layer, guacamole. Then sour cream. Then salsa. Then cheese and olives.
Okay.
You know. So all 7
Excellent.
layers, and you know, the traditional 7-layer dip. Now in a quesadilla.
Do you intend to make this a regular dish?
I hope so.
Like
I'd
an
imagine this would-
appetizer at
I'd
some
imagine this would
fancy...
be great at parties.
I'm actually surprised as to how easy it's cutting.
It's just vomiting salsa.
Wow.
That's just terrifying.
The color on that is really just...
Does it just meld together? Look at that.
This is a doorknob. This is
Mm,
This is what I will be after eating this. I will be as dead as this doorknob. I just like making
Yeah, I
a
know
clicky
you
sound.
Chef, have you tried this before you served it to us? Oh.
You're serving us a dish you didn't try.
Yes.
What's happening?
This is a travesty. This is a Joe travesty.
A Joe travesty?
Joe travesty.
Why is it Joe travesty?
You know what's really
Your
funny?
house.
I'm gonna be the only one alive in the end after you all die.
That's a good point.
Alright guys, take a bite.
I don't even know where to start. God. Eating this with a spoon. I didn't trust the fork. I look like a rapist. It tastes like lasagna.
It smells like lasagna.
You have actually turned Spanish food into Italian food.
It tastes like a Mexican lasagna. It's actually really good. It's very cheesy, a little salty, but it is a Mexican lasagna. I give you props that somehow you pulled together ingredients that wouldn't make any lasagna at all and made a lasagna. The only thing about it, if you ever cut into human flesh, cutting this is kind of like that.
And if you ever eat human flesh with a spoon, you're me. I will maim you.
Overall, it was a very good effort. I think it should be reclassified as a lasagna dish, as you did bake it in the oven.
I'm gonna call it a Mexican lasagna.
I'm going to call it Mexican lasagna.
Mexican lasagna. Folks, my 7-layer, quesadilla. Now, Mexican lasagna.
Did you just say capybara? Am I eating a capybara right now? Do I have to kill you? I fucking hate capybara! Come back here! I'm not finished with you!
I'm Chef Anthony, sous chef Rob, and that's good cooking.
This cheese reminds me of my abusive uncle. He used to hit me with blocks of mild cheddar because he said that's all I deserved. And I like extra sharp. And then he broke beer bottles over his own head and called me an idiot. Then he drank fruit punch from a sieve. I don't know how he did it. He would never tell me because he doesn't love me.
Keep the cheese on the plate!
You go ahead and keep your own damn cheese on the plate. This is like onions, it keeps making me cry. I hate tomato sauce because it once killed my brother.
Faster, bitch!
That's why I raised a wombat army to get back at the tomato sauce.
Your wombats can't help you now!
I love my wombats. Wombats keep me safe at night. They tell me bedtime stories.
Less talking, more grading, bitch!